welcome class for our today's topic, which is all about the SEC approach. But before we proceed on this, let me have this personal question, and I want your personal answer. Okay, and that question goes like this: You as a student, in which situation you are more effective in accomplishing things. Example, your activities, your project, and the like. Kapag ba short span of deadline or with a long span of deadline? Sige nga, let me know. STEM 4, you can actually share your answer on our chat box. And I don't need your explanation, your justification. Okay? So, once again, STEM 4, in which situation you are more effective? Okay? Kapag ba short span of deadline ang meron kayo or long span? So, let me read your answers. Okay? According to PC, so, hindi, good afternoon pala sila ni Jean. So, sorry. My bad. Okay, and the rest of the classmates, nag-late pala sila. Sorry na. Okay, for Danny, sa kanya daw, she's more effective kapag daw short span yung deadline. Probably, Danny, because we have this attitude na we feel more motivated or ignited whenever we sense the cram, okay, of the deadline. Diba? Parang mas effective tayo kapag last minute. So, for Ernesto, short din. Even AC, Miracle, Jasper, Jacel, Lancel, Rachel, okay. So sila short span. So for Colleen, depende daw sa gawain. Depende ba to kung madali, Colleen, or mahirap? No? Kapag madali, madali na naman to, tambak ko muna. Stay put ka lang yan. Pag mahirap, siguro doon yung simulan agad. So, si Crisel, short din. Even Anne, Juliana, wow, LJ. Team LJ siguro si Ma'am Tang. Long span of deadline. Oo, kasi ako yung tipo ng tapong nagsulat. I mean, may accomplish akong bagay. Hindi ko siya isang bagsaan ginagawa. Inunti-unti ko siya. Gradually. I don't know for the others. Lawrence, long din. Grabe naman si Julius. Akala ko si Julius yung sagot niya, long or short. So, according to Julius, excuse me daw, malit daw si Queen. I-update na yung laptop. Okay, thank you for also updating me, Julius, about this matter. Okay, thank you so much, STEM for answering that personal question. Okay, so with that, for those students who answered short span of deadline, you'll be working with your related literature and the deadline will be tomorrow since you want to get pressured, with the concept of running, okay, in accomplishing your task. Yes. So, ngayon alam ko na mas effective ang STEM 4 kapag short span yung deadline. So, charot lang. Ma'am, grabe ka. Joke lang, class. Huwag niyo seryosohin niyo. Nagbago na ng desisyon. So, ano na daw, long span na po kami, long span. Okay. So, sorry na. Okay. Charlene class ha, baka report ninyo ako. Sabi ko naman sa inyo, I am team long span of deadline because I am fan of doing things gradually. Hindi. Kasi I have this motto in life na you don't need to be bold. You just have to be consistent. Diba? Paunti-unti. Okay, so why did I ask that question? It's because there is a follow-up question on that. Okay, and this is the follow-up question. Can we cram the RL? Sige nga, when you had your research when you were in grade 11 class, sige nga, did you cram in writing your RL? I mean, gumawa ba kayo the day before the deadline or the night before the deadline? Ayan. Walang nag-cram. Hindi nyo tinest yung brain cells ninyo na I can do this the night before the deadline. Walang ganun. Walang nag-challenge sa mga sarili ninyo na ganun. Okay, so si Jander, thank you for that honest answer. The night before the deadline, dun siya gumawa. Okay. Feel ko naman bihasang na kayo on that larangan class. Okay. So later, Ma'am Kang will disclose if we can really, okay, cram the RL. Okay. Baka mamaya class sa RL ako ng RL dito, hindi niyo pala alam kung ano ang RL ha. It's related literature. So, speaking of related literature class, so sana sa mga what you call this, nagmo-monitor ng attendance. Okay, ma-monitor nyo itong moment na to. So, class, basically, what is your perception? Okay, how do you visualize related literature? Why do we need to insert related literature on your research paper? What is the essence or importance of related literature in your paper? Yes, Danny, followed by Ernest, Miracle, Case, and then Jasper. Alamin niyo pagkakasunod-sunod niya. Yes, Danny.
Nakikinig po ba ako?
Yes, loud and clear.
Sige. I think the importance of related literature, especially in gathering information with regards to the research, is to provide the evidence of your
Evidence of, medyo nakat ako dun sa part na yun, Dan. So, sorry. Evidence for,
ano po?
ayan. Okay na yun. But I love the term evidence. Okay, let me explain that. Yes, Danny. It's important to have RL in your paper, to have your pieces of evidence that could justify that your topic is really problematic. That's why you need to conduct investigation. Okay, thank you for that, Danny. Yes, next or next?
Simple as to understand better their study and provide fact.
As simple as that. The term understanding. Class, hindi ko kayo lalahatin, ha? Some of you, when you submitted your 4-paragraph introduction, some of you, okay, gumamit ng first person, which is a very no-no in research. Remember, the least source of information is ourselves as a researcher. Okay? Do not limit your understanding, your knowledge on your own understanding alone. We need RL and RS to widen, to deepen our understanding on your specific topic. Yes, it's understandable that you chose that topic because you are particular on this, you have prior knowledge on this. But, okay, do not settle on just your own understanding. Kulang yun, that's not enough. Okay, thank you, Ernest. Next, we have Mira. Yes, Mira.
Related literature po helps us to support our claims and our topic po dun sa research natin. It also help us compare yung naging result ng research natin and dun sa research na ng iba. So, yung related literature po natin, dapat accurate talaga siya and tama yung pagkakasource natin. Kasi pag mali yung source natin and mali yung nakuha nating result, it will affect or yung ano natin, yung mismong buong essence ng research po natin.
Definitely. Diba, Mira? There are lots of information available online or even on the books, okay, existing physically. But class, as a researcher, you need to filter out who among them are really related, connected on your topic, on your study, para hindi mawala yung essence or substance ng topic. Okay, thank you for that, Miracle. Yes, next si Casey. Pero meron pang isa kanina before Casey. Doon na ba niya yung hands niya? Yes, Casey, what is your answer?
I think the importance of related literature is to synthesize and summarize the arguments and ideas of existing knowledge on our paper po.
Yes. Class, synthesize. Not just simply copying and pasting, because that is plagiarism. You need to synthesize, summarize, okay, to get the synopsis of or the abstract the gist of that certain related literature para gawin ninyo, include ninyo on your paper. Okay? Alright. No more? Meron pang isa kanina eh. Baka guni-guni ko lang yun. Okay, noted, Robic. Recorded naman yung discussion. Lahat ng mga hindi mo natalikan, pwede mong i-play. Ayun, si Jasper. Ayan. Oh, yes,
Ayun,
Jasper.
hello po. Ma'am, yun po, alas nasabi na po. Pero related
Mhm.
literature serves as a supporting details for your research for you to be able to understand your topic.
Exactly. Plus, you already have your initial knowledge kasi. Now, you're looking for RL and RS to support your claims. Yung backup mo. Diba? Para ka naghahanap ng kakampi. Ganun siya. Di ba nga sabi ko sa inyo, the least source of information is yourself. Now, to support your claim, okay, hanap ka ng backup mo. Di ba? Kasi hindi ka pala nag-iisa. You have these certain researchers out there na you have the same, okay, initial understanding. Na nag-conduct na rin naman ng study. Okay? Alright. So, thank you so much for that STEM 4. Now, let me share this idea to you. Plus, I love, okay, comparing what's with before and now to justify kung bakit ganito na yung tawag ngayon dito, kung bakit ito na yung mas in nowadays. Okay? Because class, before, okay, hiwalay si related literature and related studies. But now, removed na yung concept ng related studies kasi si literature nahati na siya sa dalawa. Conceptual literature and the research literature. But plus, they just have equivalent, okay, context. They just have the same context. Nagkaiba lang ng tawag. Plus, when we say related literature, dun muna tayo sa before. Okay, sa before. Before class, okay, related literature, these are, by the way class, walang plural form yung literature, ha? Wala akong maririnig na literatures. Ha? Babatukan ko kayo. Okay. Related literature class, these are the knowledge, basic knowledge found on books, encyclopedia, dictionary, articles from newspaper, magazine, pwede rin yung mga laws, ordinance, memorandum, civil rights, civil codes, ayan. Lahat yan nag-fall under related literature because they provide concepts, basic information, and knowledge. Unlike the related studies, okay, to prove na yung mga concepts na yun, they conducted research. Okay? Ano tong mga to? Probably it can be a thesis, a research dissertation, ng mga na-publish. Okay? So nowadays class, baka kasi magulat lang kayo, ma-encounter niyo sa college yung mga professor na literature na lang din yung tawag nila sa studies. Kasi si literature kasi, nandun na si conceptual tsaka si research literature. Wherein kapag sinabing conceptual literature, equivalent niya si related literature. And ang equivalent ng research literature is the related studies. Okay ba? Plus, nagkaiba lang sa tawag, but the context is just the same. Okay? Walang malilito kapag sinabi ni Ma'am Kang na, oh, bakit kulang yung RL ninyo? Magtatanong kayo ng sa akin, Ma'am, ano pong kulang? Yung conceptual literature or yung research literature? Okay? Pero mamaya pag baka masabi ko na sa inyo directly, oh, ilan yung related studies ninyo? So, malinaw na, research literature yung tinutukoy ko. Okay ba? Okay. Klaro ha, class? Nakakasunod? Okay, I think so. Silence means yes. Thank you, Casey. So, now class, to give, okay, answer for this question, what is RL? Yes, all your answers are definitely correct. Okay? So, nag-list down na lang ako do. Ang dami naman talagang importance ng RL na research paper. So, tatlo na lang in-add ko dito, class. So, the first one is through RL class, it provides deeper understanding about the vague points of your topic, about your study. Okay? It is not enough na naiintindihan mo lang on your own yung topic mo. Okay? You need to see the different perspective from other experts, specifically researchers. Okay? At ang sarap kaya nun. Yes, Julius, dapat nga lahat eh. Diba? The more, the merrier. Kaya lang, sabi ko nga sa inyo, class, huwag naman tayo aabot sa point na nalulunod na tayo sa facts. Tapos aabot kayo sa point na depressed siya sa part na, ang dami. Sino nagsasabi ng totoo? Diba? Ano yung ilalagay ko sa study ko? So you need to master the art of weighing, okay, and verifying kung anong facts ang i-input natin on your paper. Okay? Alright. And another thing, class, okay, through your RL, you can actually determine if you are dealing with a qualitative or quantitative study. Naalala pa. Sige nga, class, who among you here can differentiate quanti and quali in terms of the number of related literature? Sige nga. This was our first lesson last quarter. Tama. Kanya yan, nakalimutan na nila. Okay, yes. Rovic. Bilang kadarating pa lang ni Rovic kanina lang. Yes, Rovic?
Ma'am, for me po, I don't know what is the specific number po, but I know that the quantitative literature has more than related, a quantitative research has more than
Yes.
related literature than quantitative because as you said po dati na yung quantitative po is the less is the better po.
Okay. So gets ko yung sagot ni Rovic. We're in class in quantitative research. There are lots of RL available. Okay? Unlike a qualitative, limited. Okay? Or kokonte, bibihira lang yung mga related literature. It's because understudied. Wala pang masyadong nag-conduct ng ganong topic, ng ganong study. Okay? So, kung meron man sa inyo may magchat-chat, Ma'am Kang, ginalugad na po namin ang buong online space. Pero wala po talaga kaming mahanap na RL. Maybe because, okay, you are dealing with a qualitative study. Okay? And that is understandable. Pero class, hindi ko naman in-approve yung paper ninyo, your proposal. Okay? Kung hindi quantitative yung study ninyo. Okay? Alright. And then the last, okay, reason why there is a need to input RL to your paper class, it's because, okay, ito yung sagot ng classmate nyo kanina. Kaya ang sarap pakinggan lang. Okay? Through the existing RL class, you can actually compare and contrast the findings they had, okay, with your own findings to determine kung nag-agree ba or nag-disagree dun sa naging findings nyo at findings nila. And usually class, makikita to, mag-a-appear to on the last chapter of your paper, specifically the conclusion part, wherein babalikan mo lahat ng RL na minention mo on your chapter 1. Okay, to justify kung alin yung nag-agree at nag-disagree on your own findings. Kaya usually class, okay, yung mga researchers, yung mga estudyante, hindi sila makagawa ng magandang conclusion. You know why? Kasi wala silang magandang RL na na-input on their chapter 1. Yung iba naman malupit eh, madiskarte din sa buhay. Ano? Kasi, ang gagawin nila, ngayon alam nila yung findings ng study nila, babalikan nila yung chapter 1 nila, and then papalitan nila yung mga RL and RS na pinagalagay nila para magkaroon ng positive and negative RL based dun sa naging findings nila. So, ma'am, tama po ba yun? No, that is unethical. Okay? Kasi dumating na yung result ng study mo, tapos doon ka nagpalit. Diba? Pero ma'am, malalaman ba yun ng panel namin and even kayo? Yun nga lang, ano. Pero at least naiintindihan ninyo na. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, class, na if you really understand how to conduct a research, kahit nakapikit ka, alam mo pa paano siya aayusin. Kasi you know and understand the flow of your study. Okay? Alright. So class, the next question will be, where to get resources? Okay? If all the library out there are not available because of the lockdown at bawal kayong lumabas. Okay? So, hindi naman nakakailangan sagutin yan, class, kasi I'll be providing the answer for this. Class, I want you to have this copy because our university purchased an account from EBSCO-host wherein it's a very good search engine, okay, platform for you to have your reliable RLs. Okay, so we have here the username LCUP senior student sa inyo to class, and the password is library_012. Okay, let me share my screen, class, para nakaka-relate naman kayo. Okay. So kung sino yung kayang mag-access na nito, you can try. Okay. Paano ma-access si EBSCO host account natin? So simple lang, class. You just have to visit our website. I-type nyo lang, class, lcup.edu.ph. Ito yung nasa taas. lcup.edu.ph, that's our website. And then automatically mag-a-appear tong interface na to. Okay? And then proceed on the student links. And then click EBSCO host. And then type your user ID, LCUP senior student, and then your password. Pakidictate nga, class, kung ano yung password natin. So sorry na short-term memory lang meron sila. Okay? Ano yung password natin, class?
Library.
Library
Underscore.
012.
012.
Thank you, dear. And as simple as that, you can now access, okay, this, okay, online, ay, search engine. So, ito na yung search tab ninyo. Okay? Try ko lang, ha. Kapag kaya tinype yung nickname ko, may lalabas kaya. Bili kasi akong ganyan pag nagsasearch. Okay. So, meron. So, find scale characteristic of summer precipitation over Kang Mountains. Kaya pala maliit ako. Kasi kinuha lahat ng Kang Mountain yung heights. Okay, charot lang. Ayan. So, meaning to say, class, what I'm trying to say here, hindi yun na kailangan mahirapan maghanap sa iba't ibang search engine search platforms because we already have the EBSCO host. And very sure ako na reliable lahat ang mahanap nyo dito. Kasi mahal po mag-purchase ng ganitong account. At free lang siya sa atin. Di ba? Enjoyin natin yung moment na to. Hanap na ng RL. Okay? Alright. So like I have said to you, class, you can use our account in EBSCO host for you to have your RL, reliable RL, okay, for your paper. And in case lang naman, may magre-reason out pa rin na, ma'am, pinalka na po namin buong EBSCO host. Pero wala pa rin po talaga kaming mahanap. Class, you can actually exhaust all the, search platforms online. Okay, we have here the Google Scholar, class, just to have you an idea. Ang nagsalba sa akin when I was in college is yung Eric G. Store and DOAJ. Mind you, class, lahat ng mahanap nyo dito na RL, they are all legit. Okay, walang tapon. Okay? And in case lang naman, class, na wala pa rin talaga, you can have the academia.edu, deep dives, finger-based research, and even RevSeq. So, sana wala nang ma-stress kasi hirap na hirap maghanap ng RL. Okay? Alright. So, class, to answer my question a while back, can we cram the RL? And my answer for this is no. We can never ever cram the RL because of these three reasons. Are you ready to listen? Yes, sana, hopefully. First reason, class, why we cannot cram the RL because we are observing or the RL must be thematic. Ma'am, anong thematic naman? Diba? Class, when I say thematic, this is the way how are you going to write the RL, insert the RL on your paper. Okay? And class, we have, in thematic approach class, we have two ways. Okay? We have two ways in inserting your RL and RS on your paper. We have the conventional and the non-conventional. By the way, class, sa thematic kasi, dito masasagot yung tanong nyo palagi, okay, whenever you're writing your RL. Ma'am, ilang RL po yung kailangan namin? Okay? So, class, ang isasagot ko sa inyo doon, okay, ganito lang. Look or go back to your statement of the problem. Identify all your variables, your independent and your dependent variable, plus the sub-variables. Ma'am, seryoso? Yes. Because you need to, okay, provide the reasons, evidence, proofs that these variables, okay, will be needing justifying, i-justify nyo kasi if there is a relationship, effect, influence, impact. Diba? That is why you need to seek for RL that could justify, that could tell if there is really a relationship, impact, influence, effect, or not. Okay? Class, just for you know, you're just simply dealing with practical study, ha? Hindi pa to thesis and dissertation. Kasi class, kapag thesis and tsaka dissertation, may minimum numbers talaga. Example, 50 RLs for the independent variable and then another 50 RL for your dependent variable. Mantakin nyo yung 50 na yun. Diba? But in your case, hindi natin yung gagawin. Baka hindi kayo makagraduate. So, doon na lang tayo sa part na go back to your UPD, your IV and DB. And then for that, ma-justify mo na kung ilang RL and RS yung kailangan. Nagkakaintindihan. Wala na magtatanong kay Ma'am Kang na, Ma'am, ilang pong RL yung kailangan namin? Kasi ang isasagot ko sa inyo, ilan bang variables ang meron kayo? Okay? Remember, RL for your IV and DB plus with your sub-variables. Okay? Alright. So now go back to the conventional and non-conventional. Para mag-guess ninyo class, I'll be providing an actual research paper for you to understand better what is conventional and what is the non-conventional. Okay. So class, don't you worry, this paper uploaded to on our Google Classroom to serve as your guide. Okay. So here, conventional siya class kapag ganito ang itsura. Wait lang. Okay. So let's have this related theory class. Kahit naman mapa-theory man yan, literature study. Okay, gagamit pa rin at gagamit tayo ng either conventional or non-conventional. So in this case, sa related theory, ang ginamit is conventional thematic. Okay? So paano siya naging conventional? So class, we have here a subtopic for your related theory. So ganun din siya with the chosen related theory. So we have the first theory here. Ayan, ginawan din siya ng subtopic. Okay? And then in-state siya, in-explain, and then contextualize. And then, meron siya ulit another related theory wherein in-explain siya ulit, in-state, in-expound, ganun. Okay, this is conventional. So class, sa non-conventional naman, parang paano kayo nagsulat ng introduction? Dire-diretso siya. Walang putol, walang subtopic. So you have here review of related literature. So we have here the first literature, the second literature, and then third literature, so on and so on and so forth. Anong napansin? Wala siyang break or wala siyang what you call this subtopic. Continuous siya. So baka may magtatanong klasa, ma'am, ano po yung gagamitin namin? Conventional or non-conventional? Plus, naalala niyo yung sinabi ko sa inyo. Okay? Ituturo ko sa inyo yung basics for you to have your own style, for you to have your decision. Iiwan ko sa inyo kung ano, saan kayo mas komportable, kay conventional or non-conventional. Nagkakaintindihan. And class, baka makalimutan ko, under non-conventional, may tinatawag tayong synoptic and argumentative. Okay, explain ko lang kung ano si synoptic at argumentative, ha? Baka may stress bigla sa inyo. Class, when we say synoptic, ay, Ernest, susuri ngayon ko lang na site. Ano yung hindi nag-exist? Yung paper ba? Okay na. Kinabahan naman ako. Ang dami ko kasing sinabi sa part na yun. Okay. Okay, balik tayo sa non-conventional. Last, when we say non-conventional, meron pa siyang two kinds or two approaches, si synoptic tsaka si argumentative. When we say synoptic class, halimbawa your topic is relationship between ganito and ganyan. Synoptic siya kapag lahat ng positive RL na nagsasabi ng there is a relationship, yun muna yung i-mention mo. Lahat ng positive. And then followed siya ng negative RL saying na there is no actual relationship. Okay? Kay argumentative naman class, alternate siya. Positive saying that there is a relationship, tapos followed by negative saying that there is no significant relationship, and then palitan siya. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Ganun siya, argumentative. Okay? I don't know kung nagawa niyo na to, na practice niyo siya before, pero this is the art of inserting the RL on your paper. Hindi ko pa kayo tinuturuan magsulat ng RL, ha? Pinapakita ko pa lang sa inyo paano magpwesto. Yung formatting ng RL sa paper. Okay? And then class, second reason why we cannot cram the RL is that your RL must have digital object identifier. At class, ang mga RL na meron lang digital object identifier are those RL na na-publish and posted, uploaded online. Swerte mo kung nakuha mo siya ng libre. Pero kung hindi, may bayad kasi at mahal yun. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, sa research may pera. Kaya magpapublish kayo ng mga paper ninyo. Anyways, huwag tayo mag-focus doon. Okay. Baka may magtatanong, Ma'am Kang, paano po kung ang ganda-ganda talaga ng statement na yon? Kaya lang po wala po siyang digital object identifier. By the way, class, si digital object identifier, baka may magtatanong, ito yung parang serial number. Okay, serial number to, na nagkakaroon lang ng serial number yung isang RL kapag na-publish siya. Okay? Tapos kapag search mo yung serial number na yun, okay, yung sa search tab, automatic maglalabas yung paper. Okay? Kasi yung DOI na yun, exclusive lang siya sa iisang paper. Okay ba? Nagkakaintindihan. So kapag may nagtanong na, Ma'am, ang ganda po talaga ng RM na yun. Kaya lang po wala po talaga siyang DOI. Hindi po ba namin siya pwedeng i-include sa paper namin class? Once again, you are just dealing with a practical study. Not a thesis, not a dissertation. Kaya papayagan po pa kayong gumamit ng RM na wala kahit siyang DOI. Just make sure class na merong author or organization yung nahanapan ninyo na RL na website. Okay? Bakit importante na may author siya or organization? Because, okay, on the third reason class, why we cannot cram the RL, we need to observe the SEC approach. Okay, ito na siya class. Ito na talaga yung natin eh, spirit ng lesson today, which is the SEC approach. Napakadali lang naman niya kasing i-discuss. Kaya ang dami ko munang sinabi bago tayo mag-proceed dito. So class, why there is a need na merong author or organization yung nahanapan nyo na RL kahit wala pa siyang DOI? Because class, under the SEC approach, it stands for State, Explain, and Contextualize. Okay, wherein sa state class, you need to mention here, okay, the title of that RL, the author, and the year it was published online, na-upload online. Okay, alright. That is why so important na merong author yung napili ng RL. And then plus, sa part ng explain, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo last meeting na most of the students are having this hit and miss moment in writing their review of related literature. Minsan sumasablay, minsan hindi. Okay? So this time around, hindi na kayo sasablay kasi naiintindihan nyo na. Kasi class, yung mga researchers na yun, hanggang explain lang sila, nawawala yung contextualize. So what now is the difference between the explain and the contextualize part in reviewing your related literature? So let's have an example here. So class, this is a study from Michael Charleston Briones, and this is the title of his work, of his study. In-state lang natin siya. Ma'am, bakit parang ang haba? So, huwag kayong ma-overwhelm dito, class. Sabi ko naman sa inyo, state lang naman what's with that related literature. Okay? And next, explain. Explain, class, it's the summary or the synopsis of what do you call this, of that certain literature or study. Kaya nga importante class na nakakuha kayo ng mga literature na may DOI. Why? Kasi automatically, meron na siyang abstract. And when we say abstract, this is the entire summary of a certain study. Magpa-paraphrase na lang kayo. And there's no need for you to read everything. Diba? But in case naman na wala siyang abstract, you can go straight to the findings and then basahin nyo doon kung ano yung naging result of their investigation. And that is for the part of the explaining. At hanggang dito lang yung nagagawa natin. Okay? Nawawala si contextualize. Plus, when we say contextualize, okay, you need to reason out, okay, paano naging related, okay, your chosen literature from for your ongoing study. Okay, it is not enough to just simply say na this related literature is important to the ongoing study. How? Paano siya naging importante sa ongoing study? You need to justify that. This related literature is related and connected to the ongoing study. In what way? Diba? Bitin kasi siya. That's why we need contextualize. Oh, let me read this example. In lieu with the current ongoing study, this finished study will pave the way to the current researchers in terms of historical background. So meaning to say, class, inad tong study na to dun sa ongoing study to add, okay, ideas about the historical background. So class, definitely for sure, makakahanap kayo ng reasons, okay, why your chosen related literature, in-add nyo, in-input nyo on your paper. Probably maybe because you have the same set of respondents, same variables, same hypothesis, ano pa, same instrument, pwede rin. So meaning to say, hindi dapat kayo mawawalan ng reason why that certain literature connected to your ongoing study. Nagkakaintindihan. And that is the SEC approach, the SEC approach. Questions? Clarifications? So meaning to say class, kung gagamit kayo ng conventional thematic, okay, conventional thematic, SEC approach yung gagamitin ninyo. Diba? I-state nyo yung literature, yung study, yung theory, and then explain nyo siya, and then i-contextualize. Sa non-conventional naman class, ganun din siya, kaya lang, ongoing siya. Tuloy-tuloy, wala naman break. Okay? Alright. So, kung walang tanong class, let me now share to you your assignment. Class, okay, uunahan ko na kayo ha. We cannot cram the RL. We cannot cram the RL, meaning to say, hindi bukas ang deadline. Okay, hindi rin next week ang deadline because we cannot cram the RL. Yes, Julius, this will be a group assignment. Starting this week, okay, lahat ng gagawin ninyo, lahat yan ay group work na, group activity na siya. Okay? Gone are the days na magtatrabaho kayo mag-isa. Pero talaga naman gagawa kayo na mag-isa. Pero collectively, magpapasa as a group. Okay? Anyways, so this will be your first group assignment, okay, in Practical Research 2, which is the literature matrix. Plus, when we say literature matrix, these are the list of RL na nahanap ninyo and you feel like na tawag dito, ka-insert on your paper. And just to remind you, class, lahat, okay, nang makikita ko sa paper ninyo na review of related literature, dapat galing lahat yan kay literature matrix. Okay, bakit pa kayo gumawa ng literature matrix kung hindi naman pala mag-a-appear sa literature matrix ninyo yung RL na nilagay ninyo on your paper? Okay ba? Pero class, I do understand kung hindi lahat ng related literature sa literature matrix ay mag-a-appear on your paper. Di ba nga sabi ko sa inyo, ma'am, ilang RL po ba yung kailangan? It only depends on your variables, the IV and the DV plus the sub-variables. Okay? Baka mamaya sumobra-sobra na yung RL niyo para lang ma-mention lahat yung nilagay niyo sa literature matrix. No, hindi naman ganun. Okay? Just make sure lang class na lahat ng magagamit ninyong RL sa paper ninyo mag-a-appear on your literature matrix. Okay? Alright. So class, each member needs to provide 5 RL. And class, when I say 5 RL, it can be a conceptual literature or research literature. It depends to your class kung ang gusto ninyo ay 3 conceptual literature or 2 research literature. Or pwede naman buo, 5 conceptual literature or 5 agad na research literature. Just make sure lang class, ensure that hindi kayo pwedeng magkapare-pareho. Okay ba? I think si Ernest may nag-raise siya ng hand kanina. Yes, Ernest, may tanong.
Ma'am, yung nasa matrix po, yun lang yung pwedeng gamitin. Bawal na magdagdag. Di ba po gagawa na kami ng RRL? Habang kunyari po, kailangan namin magdagdag. Bawal na po kami magdagdag. Kung yung nasa matrix lang, yun lang po pwedeng i-ano.
Yes. Very good question, Ernest. Actually, i-explain ko siya. Okay. I-explain ko dapat talaga siya kung hindi ka lang nagtanong. Okay. Class, eto. The deadline of the literature matrix will be on November 26, Friday. Ma'am, ganun katagal? Yes, because we cannot cram the RL. Sinabi ko yan sa inyo. Galing sa akin yan mismo. We cannot cram the RL. Kaya bibigyan ko kayo ng mahabang panahon for you to have your literature matrix. And to answer Ernest's question, ma'am, hindi na po ba kami pwedeng magdagdag sa literature matrix once na nagsulat kami ng paper? Actually, class, sabay kasi yung deadline. Sabay yung deadline ng literature matrix and the, what do you call this? Your first draft of your review of related literature. Sabay yung deadline. Para, okay, habang nagsusulat kayo, wait, I think dapat wala to sa literature matrix kasi wala naman siyang kinalaman sa paper. Tanggalin, magdagdag ng bago. Pwede yun. Kaya sabay nyo class ipapasa si literature matrix at saka si first draft of review of related literature para makita ninyo kung ano yung tatanggalin sa matrix at idadagdag sa matrix para align siya sa paper ninyo. Okay ba? Basta ang ruling dito class, lahat ng RL and RS na mag-a-appear sa paper ninyo dapat nasa matrix. Okay? At maiintindihan ko naman in case na hindi lahat ng nakalagay sa matrix ay mag-a-appear naman sa paper. Okay? Alright. Sana class na-appreciate ninyo, no? Kung nasanay ko yung before na i-discuss sa inyo yung parts ng chapter 1 tapos buong chapter 1 isusulat ninyo. Hindi kasi ako ganun. Kasi may mga gantong leader. May ganitong leader. Uy, ang galing mo magsulat. Sa introduction ka na ha. Uy, ang galing mo magtanong. Sa'yo yung statement of the problem. Uy, tamad ka. Sa'yo na yung definition of terms. Ikaw din tamad. Hindi ka masyadong marunong magsulat. Doon ka sa significance of the study. Ikaw wala ka talagang ambag kahit ano, mag-reference ka na lang. At ako leader nyo, since ako naman si leader, sige ako na may pinakamaraming gagawin. Ako nang susulat ng review of related literature. Ganon usually yung nangyayari. Plus, I hate that. Why? Ayoko nga harap kayo sa panel sa defense na nagtitinginan kayo na kapag may tanong yung panel, tapos sasabihin ng isa, di ba part mo yan? At hindi ka sumasagot. Sa'yo yan eh. Sa'yo naka-assign yan. Ikaw nagsulat niyan. Walang ganun na mangyari. Kasi kung lahat kayo ng kagrupo ninyo focus on writing the review of related literature, magkakaroon kayo agad ng understanding, okay, ito pala yung topic natin. Kasi lahat kayo gumagawa on that certain components of the chapter 1, which is just the review of related literature. Wala kayong iniintindi na significance of the study, definition of terms, scope and limitation. Walang ganun. Okay. Tapos, ayan, Danny. Cute-cute ng tanong ni Danny. So, Danny, kasi hindi masyadong readable yung format natin, class, no? Let me share to you yung format natin, the actual format. Okay, to answer Danny's question. Cute-cute ng STEM for, kaya sarap mag-discuss sa inyo, klase. Yung tanong ninyo, okay, i-explain ko siya yung sa next part. Ayun, meaning to say, naiintindihan nyo what will be the flow of the discussion. Diba? Okay, class? Ito yung format ng matrix wherein you need, sige na, itatanong ko muna, nag-appear na ba on your screen, class? Visible na siya. Visible na. Okay, thank you again, Casey. Okay. So, class, you need to input, answer this part, your grading section, your group number, class, your research working title, and the date. Okay? And then here, class, sa literature matrix, yung first column natin, you need compilation to, class, ha? Hindi kayo gagawa ng magkakaibang Word docs. Iisa lang kayo. Parang si leader siguro mag-iipon. Pero si members, gagawa mo na siya sa sarili niyo. Or pwede na rin kayo sa GC magtanungan kayo, meron na ba kayong ganito? Kasi ito na yung akin. Diba? Kasi bawal kayo magkapare-pareho. So, class, sa first column, yung contributor, the name of the certain member, and then yung author, name of the authors, nung certain literature na nahanap nyo, and the year it was published, plus the title. And then it will be followed by the last column, abstract. Class, I do understand ha, hindi lahat ng literature ay may abstract. Okay, copy-paste lang naman class sa abstract. Hindi nyo kailangan ma-stress. Okay, copy-paste lang sa abstract. Pero dun sa part ng context class, sa context kasi, kung walang abstract yung nahanapin na literature, you'll be somehow, magpa-paraphrase kayo dito, to justify, to explain how this related literature connected to your ongoing study. Okay ba? Okay. Nasagot ko na ba, Danny, yung tanong? Okay. Alright. Okay. limit po yung year. Yes, nakalimutan kong sabihin. Klase hindi ako magiging strict sa year. Okay? Pasok hanggang 2,000. Pero sa related theory class, kahit 19 kopong-kopong pa yan, pwede. But not with the related literature and related studies. 2,000. Pasok ang 2,000. Okay? So, any questions, clarifications, violent reaction? So far, so good? Because class, that will be the end of our today's discussion.